Well, dear students, in this lecture, lecture 4, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, we have few topics left, like what changed after October. We have seen the Russian Revolution in the previous lecture. Here we will see what changed after October, the month of October. Then making a socialist society, about Stalinism and collectivization, and after that the global influence of Russian Revolution. So these topics we will try to discuss in this lecture. So let's start. The first topic is what changed after October. Most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1917. As we have seen, already we have seen that that was also one of the demand in the April thesis. So most industry and banks were nationalized in 1917. This meant that government took over ownership and management. When they were nationalized, so government took over ownership and management. Now it was government controlled, state controlled. Land was declared social property. We have also seen that there were such demands as land should be given back to the peasants. So land was declared as social property and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. As in the case of social structure, we have seen nobility, clergy, nobility, and then working class. So peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility here. Then come to January 1918. January 1918, the assembly rejected Bolshevik's measures and Lenin dismissed the assembly. Bolshevik became the only party to participate in the elections. Here Bolshevik became the only party to participate in the election, and in this way Russia became a one-party state. You have lots of examples of one-party state. In political science you have studied about the one party. Here Russia in this way become a one party state. See, in history what happens, you need to have the idea of political science. You need to have the idea of economics as well. As in the previous lectures we were discussing about capitalist, private property, industrialists. All these things, you must have a knowledge of all these things. This comes in economics, but still you need to study in history as well to understand the thing. So Russia became a one-party state. Then about the civil war, what happened? Non-Bolshevik socialists and supporters of autocracy condemned the Bolshevik uprising. Non-Bolshevik socialists and supporters of autocracy condemned it. They were against Bolshevik uprising. Making a socialist society. In lecture 1, lecture 2 and lecture 3 as well we have discussed about socialist society. Here it comes, see these terms will come again and again. A process of centralized planning was introduced. What kind of planning? Centralized planning was introduced and it led to economic growth as well. Centralized planning led to economic growth. Okay? Then come to Stalinism and collectivization. What is it? In 1927-28, the towns in Russia were facing an acute problem of grain supplies. The towns in Russia were facing a problem of grain supplies. The government had fixed the prices at which grain must be sold. Again, economics. What happened? The government fixed prices. Government fixed prices at which grain must be sold. So, Stalin, after the death of Lenin, introduced emergency measures. After the death of Lenin, who comes? Stalin. Stalin comes and he introduced emergency measures. He believed that rich peasants are holding stocks. He believed that rich peasants or well-to-do peasants are holding stocks. They are waiting for the price to go up. Only then they will sell their grains in the market to get more profit. So he believed that the rich peasants are holding stocks in the hope of higher prices. These well-to-do peasants were called kulaks. That is a term, kulaks. These well-to-do peasants were known as kulaks. So decisions were made to collectivize farms. What happened? Decisions were made to collectivize farms to sort out these problems of kulaks. They made a decision to collectivize it. What is it? Now it was necessary to eliminate kulaks, to remove kulaks. They did not want, government did not want to have kulaks, because if you hold the stock, there will be scarcity of the grain in the market. It will definitely create problems. So now it was necessary to eliminate kulaks, remove kulaks, and establish state-controlled large farms. And established state-controlled large farms, which will be known as kolkhos. These terms you must know. Kulaks here, kolkhos here. Those who opposed it were severely punished. And those who were opposing the idea of kolkhos, means those who were not in the favor of forming the large farms, were being severely punished. Actually, peasants did not want to work in kolkhos. Definitely, they want to work in their own field. Collectively, they did not want to work. So a famine or bad harvest too occurred in that season. What happened in this season? A bad harvest or famine too occurred. So it created more problems. So in this way we can say that we have seen Stalinism and collectivization. That collectivization, that collectivized farms, large farms, collectivized farms, and kolkhos, all are similar terms, similar. Then come to the next topic, that is global influence of Russian Revolution and USSR. What was the global influence of Russian Revolution? See what happens. What happens when any revolution takes place? It has an impact on different countries. Here we will see the global influence at international level, world scale, large scale, global influence of Russian Revolution and USSR. In many countries, communist parties were formed. Karl Marx ideas, keep in mind, communist parties were formed. In many countries, communist parties were formed. By the time of the outbreak of Second World War, Russia had given socialism a global face. By the time of the outbreak of Second World War, Russia had already given socialism a global face. It was, spread at international level. By the 1950s, things changed. And in the world socialist movements too, it was recognized that all was not well in the Soviet Union. But gradually, by the end of 20th century, the international reputation of Russia as a socialist country had declined. Again, I would like to conclude it, as पहला टॉपिक है क्या हुआ था अक्टूबर के बाद। मोस्ट इंडस्ट्री और बैंक्स जो थे वो नेशनलाइज हो गए थे और इससे गवर्नमेंट को ऑनरशिप और मैनेजमेंट में आसानी हो गई। इस तरह से लैंड जो था वो सोशल प्रॉपर्टी डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया था, और पेजेंट्स को अलाउ कर दिया गया था कि नोबिलिटी से अपना लैंड जो है वापस ले सकते हैं। जनवरी 1980 में क्या हुआ, असेंबली ने बोल्शेविक को रिजेक्ट कर दिया। फिर रसिया एक वन पार्टी स्टेट बन गया था, सिविल वार जैसा हो गया वहाँ नॉन बोल्शेविक और बोल्शेविक के बीच में। ये देखा यहाँ हम लोगों ने, फिर देखा कैसे सोशलिस्ट सोसाइटी बनता है, पहले के लेक्चर्स में भी डिस्कस किया इसको। फिर आइए स्टालिनिज्म एंड कलेक्टिविजेशन पे। 1927-28 में क्या होता है, एक्यूट प्रॉब्लम फेस करता है वहाँ पे रसिया, जहाँ पे कि गवर्नमेंट ने प्राइस ग्रेन का फिक्स कर दिया है। तो जब प्राइस ग्रेन का फिक्स कर दिया तो रिच पेजेंट्स जो थे, जिनके पास ये हड़बड़ी नहीं थी कि अभी उनको ग्रेन्स तुरंत सेल करना है, तो वो होल्ड करके रख लेते थे ग्रेन और सोचते थे कि जब प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा, मार्केट में कोई चांसेस मिलेगा हमको, प्राइस ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा, तभी सेल करेंगे जिससे कि ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मिले। तो ऐसे केसेस में कुलेक्स बन गया, बहुत सारा कुलेक्स बन गया। कुलेक्स मीन्स वेल टू डू पेजेंट्स, रिच पेजेंट्स का जो स्टॉक होल्ड करने का काम है। स्टॉक होल्ड करके रख लेंगे, सेल नहीं करेंगे मार्केट में, वेट करेंगे जब बढ़ेगा प्राइस तब सेल करेंगे। तो ऐसे में तो स्कार्सिटी हो जाएगा, तो कमी हो जाएगी प्रोडक्ट्स की, ग्रेन्स का मार्केट में, लोगों को मिलना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। इसलिए गवर्नमेंट, उन लोगों ने फिर क्या किया, गवर्नमेंट ने कलेक्टिवाइज करना शुरू कर दिया फॉर्म्स को। इसमें कुलेक्स को हटाने का काम, वेल टू डू पेजेंट्स जिसने होल्ड करके रखा था स्टॉक को, उसको हटा के कलेक्टिव फार्म्स प्रोवाइड किया गया जिसमें लोगों को काम करना था। उसको कोलकोज बोलते थे। यही है स्टालिनिज्म एंड कलेक्टिविज्म। फिर एक है ग्लोबल इन्फ्लुएंस रसिया का। तो देखते हैं कैसे 1950 आते आते रसिया का जो दिया हुआ सोशलिज्म का ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट यहाँ रशियन रेवोल्यूशन में आया था, उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है। और फाइनली हम लोग देखते हैं कि बाय द एंड ऑफ 20th सेंचुरी के अंत तक आते आते जो है एज ए सोशलिस्ट कंट्री रसिया का जो एक रेपुटेशन बना था वो धीरे धीरे कम होना शुरू हो गया था। तो यहाँ तक था। थैंक यू।